Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth. We're looking at an okay day in the 50s, mostly dry. Later, after dinner, we start a little bit of that rain, and that rolls right into Wednesday. The wind and rain on Wednesday. A lot of it.
That sounds like a day to do house chores.
We are a day away from our secret holiday show, also Wednesday.
That's right. Oh, boy.
That is tomorrow. As of yesterday morning, we were under 100 tickets left for sale at moles.com. There might still be a few. I don't know. I'd have to check. You can go online and take a look. But almost sold out. The big show tomorrow night, Mulcahy's. And, we cross our fingers, Cande, because the weather not cooperating.
It is an inside show, though. Don't worry.
The show is inside. We're all good. All the artists are flying on airplanes to get here, so we'll see how that goes, okay?
We will.
Okay. How was your evening yesterday?
It was good. Uneventful. I don't have the running around that you do. I'm not at tennis for 3 hours. I'm not eating out. What are you doing?
Man,
that's what I always hear from you. Well, I took Leah. I'll do your evening.
Okay.
I took Leah to tennis practice, and that was about 4:30. And then about 7:30, she was driving, and she said, "You know what, Dad? I need a quesadilla." And you said, "That sounds good. Let's go get one."
You're close. Leah had tennis yesterday, 3:30 to 4:30.
Oh, only an hour.
It was just an hour yesterday. Elijah went with a friend and her mother to a local theater about 20 minutes away to an open house to see about getting involved.
Right. How did that go? You didn't go with him?
No, it was a close friend of ours who also has a daughter in drama, and she said, listen, I'm taking my daughter. Would you like me to take Elijah? It's an open house. I'll get all the info. And they came back about 9 o'clock at night, and they had all the info for what's going on.
What's going on?
He's going to attempt to be part of a show at this local theater. Yeah.
Do we know what the show is?
Well, there's a couple of different shows. There's different age groups. We don't know just yet.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's very positive.
Yes, so that was good. And Abby baked a Ghirardelli chocolate cake with Oreos in it, Cande.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, that was a surprise. Leah had been wanting a tray of, brownies for a while, and she went to driver's ed. I dropped her at her driver's ed lecture yesterday evening. And when she was dropped off by a friend later at night, she came home to a Ghirardelli brownie cake with Oreos stuffed inside.
Nothing wrong with that after a hard day of tennis.
Yeah, made by Abigail. So,
Wonderful.
Yeah, that was good. We
I know this isn't, we don't usually talk about, things that are happening
in
the real world, just our world. But I have to mention, the guy that was arrested for killing the United Health CEO.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, it's all the rage of how good looking this guy is.
Oh,
and I've been getting
please.
people sending me stuff all afternoon,
all
evening. It's crazy.
I was going to bring. I swear to you, after we kind of recapped our evenings, I was going to bring this up to you, and we have not discussed this, you and I, off the air.
No.
I swear my next thing out of my mouth was about this guy, but not because of, you think he's good looking. It was because, did you hear the whole background of this guy?
Yes, he was valedictorian of his high school. He was an honor student in his college. Very educated, right? Good looking.
But let's stop
Quite
with the good
body.
looking. All right, hold on a second.
Yes.
All right, because this angers me a little bit.
I'm sorry. I know it's inappropriate.
He's a stone cold killer, okay?
A stone cold killer, absolutely.
But
the internet is going crazy.
All right, here's the other thing. Let's take this in pieces. The first thing I was going to bring up was his background. He went to, by the way, his family, supposedly, very well off. They own businesses, golf courses, they are multi-millionaire or billionaire family, something like that. He went to a private school in Maryland. He then went to UPenn, Ivy League, UPenn.
Yep.
He then got a master's and all these things. Young guy.
He's 26.
And, I mean, just wild. Like, does not fit the
Wild.
profile.
He admired Ted Kaczynski in his manifesto. And, he had an agenda. And now the agenda will be spending the rest of your life in prison.
Really?
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah. But crazy what the internet is going on about.
So my thing wasn't about, I didn't see anything about how good looking he was. My whole thing is, I don't care. How do I say this? I know there's problems, big problems in this country with healthcare.
You got that right.
I get it. I understand major issues. It's gone on for a long time. Healthcare problems.
Absolutely.
But people on the internet are like, they want to make a statue of this guy.
It's gone crazy.
It's really nuts. Like, let's break this down for a second. The guy in broad daylight, as daylight was breaking, takes a gun, kills a husband and father on the streets of New York City. And people want to put a statue up of this guy.
I don't want a statue up.
Crazy.
And it wasn't a random shooting. He was absolutely targeting him. He was CEO of United Healthcare, which is huge.
Right.
But it just I couldn't believe it yesterday. Like, it was one after another. There's a lot of jokes to be made, I guess.
I know.
Memes, a lot of things.
Memes.
Look at my own
memes.
Memes.
Oh my God.
Look at my own. My two sons. Go on their Instagram and see what's on there.
Yeah, no, it's pretty wild. Society has taken a turn. There's no doubt about it. Whether he's good looking, whether people are applauding him, it's really, the whole thing is wild.
Crazy. It's wild.
Yeah. And interesting that we were both going to bring up the story, because it took me aback as well, watching the whole thing about his background. That's what got me, was the schooling.
What a waste of a brain.
Yeah. Oh my God, he could have done so much with his life.
So much. He could have changed the healthcare system if you think about it.
I swear I was about to say that.
In so many areas.
Yeah.
That part is sad. I feel for his family.
Yeah, I literally was going to say the same thing. Instead of killing someone, which is really, that's going to do nothing, by the way.
Nothing.
He could have used his brain for good and tried to change things.
Right.
It's really, the whole thing's incredible.
Yeah, right.
The whole story.
It's sad. It's a sad story, for sure.
Yeah, very much so. And Cande wants to marry the guy. So there you have that. Pen pals. It's going to be...
The day I start marrying men in prison is the day you need to put me away.
Excellent. All right. There's going to be a letter written, and before he even gets to his cell, there's going to be a letter written. Dearest Luigi, this is Cande. You may have heard of me. That's his name, Luigi.
I know, Mangione. Yes, I got it.
Ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You may know me. I have reported traffic and been a co-host of morning shows.
Stop your nonsense.
I used to work with Howard Stern. You may know me.
Oh, my.
And from there, who knows? Maybe Luigi, who knows? Who knows,
He's going to be
Cande?
busy for a while.
All right. Cande, we got plenty more to do today. I'm going to tell you about a few things that happened for the very first time in 2024. I have a list. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Merriam-Webster has put out their words of the year. We'll get into that a little bit.
Alrighty.
I'll also talk to you about a new term I don't really love. It's called airport rules. Quote, airport rules, okay?
Okay.
I'll tell you what that
Meaning
means.
that there are rules at airports, or that they rule?
Actually has nothing to do with airports. I will get into that. National Day's Good News Stories, Bald and the Beautiful. A lot of stuff still to come. And a decent day in the 50s, dry till we get to dinner time. Then the rain starts and goes through Wednesday. Let's hit the roads. My Country, 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.